And hello everybody, this is Professor Zuma and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 2 Remake. When we last left off, we just got into the sewers and gotten the upgrade for the SLS. Now, I did kind of do an oopsie poopsie. Gotta take care of these zombies real quick and then I'll explain it. I kind of forgot to record the second half of the game. So, or rather not the second half, but the whole session I'd forgotten to record. So, what had happened was I had to replay the game. So, some of my ammo might not be exactly the same, and I might have more healing items than I did. But it shouldn't be too bad, and I made sure I was at the exact same time as the previous video, so yeah. Anyways, after we come down here and we kill these zombies, we want to hit this lever, jump down here, and grab that grenade. We're going to be using that here in a minute. And we came from here, so we want to instead come down here and use the T-bar, which I forgot to inspect before starting the video. That's on me. Examine, T-bar valve handle. Very nice. Very important, very important. We're going to come over here and grab this key. And also, while we're here, we're going to combine all these items. Okay, now that we got the key, we're going to head back up here. But yeah, like I said, the SLS basically turns into a Magnum. Now, when you come over here, a G-Beast is going to come through the tunnel there. Just hug the left side and you won't get knocked back. Grab that. Come in here, and there's some more high-powered rounds, which are always nice. Aim at this guy, grab this roll of film, grab that, and grab the handgun ammo. Side pack is very crucial, of course. Open this door and just start sniping.
What the fuck?
So now that all the zombies are taken care of, we're gonna come over here, unlock this door, and inside is gonna be a large gunpowder and a white gunpowder. Should combine those to make some acid rounds. There is a reason we're stockpiling these bad boys, though. Come over here, use the key again, and this will be the last one. Now, when I tell you that my first time playing this game was not good, it was not good. I actually gave up on my very first attempt because it took me over 6 hours to get to the sewer. And as you can see, I've managed to improve significantly since then, but God, I was playing on Xbox and I was so bad. And that was an assisted playthrough as well. I was playing on assisted and it took me 6 hours. At that point, I was like, you know what? There's some enhanced rounds there. I'm just going to use the knowledge I've gained. I'm going to try again. And then I think the second time through, it took me like 2.5 to 3 hours. Unlock this door, and we'll be somewhere you might recognize. Under the RPD. Yep, we are officially in what I call RPD 3. Which is going to be the final time visiting the RPD. We're just grabbing a few things that we missed. And also, when I do the Leon's second run, I will also not be using the infinite knife, just to make it fair. Use the T-bar to unlock the gate again so we can get back out to the main hall. Then we can put it away. We won't be using it again. Grab that other roll film. Put that away. Mix those. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So while we're here, we're probably going to go ahead and knife this liquor. I don't know where he is, actually. Then never mind. Never mind. We're just going to walk patiently down this hall. Oh, I never turned this light on. Huh. So that was showing a locker combination and 2 different hiding spots for items. And we're only going to get one of them because the other one is ammo for the spark shot, which is a weapon I will not be getting in this playthrough. I only get it to complete a record or 2 records, and that's it. I just don't like using the spark shot very much if I don't have to. Now, if we're gonna go ahead and go to records real quick. Let's see. So this says 5 films, and if you've noticed, we've only collected 3 so far. There's one exclusive to second scenario, but the one that can be easily missed is this one. Grab this box. And I don't know if you noticed, but there's another one in there. And I was dumb and forgot something in the item box, so we have to go back anyway. But yeah, there's no prompt to grab it. You just have to press the grab button to get it. Excuse me. Real quick, we're going to go ahead and grab the STARS badge, which I should have grabbed. I didn't think about it. Oh, wait, and while we're here, we're going to get this film developed, which was in Wesker's desk. Yeah, going to leave that one alone. Anyways, we'll make our way back up, and this is going to be our last stop for the RPD 3. Now that being said, I skip the second hiding spot in this playthrough. I do grab it for Leon. It's much more useful for him. So you'll still figure out where it is so you can get that trophy and record. Or achievement, depending on what you're playing on. Anyways, examine the STARS badge. And you'll notice a little thing behind it, and it turns into a dongle. Put it in and interact with the computer. If you tried to do this without it, it would have errored out, basically. So there's the MQ-11, our baby for the sewers. It's the MVP, it truly is. It's the submachine gun that we've been hoarding ammo for the past hour and 22 minutes. And we do need to take the STARS badge, because there's 2 upgrades for the MQ-11. We grabbed one, and that's in that wooden box. The other one is on the way back to the sewers. So, we'll go ahead and equip this, which is the high-capacity mag, which gives it... basically lets a full clip hold 50. Also, I used to use the handgun, but now, honestly, I just go ahead and use the enhanced rounds during the sewer because I don't really use them in the lab. I use whatever I've got left in the lab, but other than that, I just don't use them, so I figured Why hoard them? Anyways, you put the stars badge in this thing. And you'll get the suppressor, which is a silencer, and also makes it a 2-slotter. Anyways, this thing is going to be the MVP in the sewers, and you'll find out why soon enough. It tears through the G-Beast like nothing. And we'll also be using it against the boss of this area. Though we may have to circumvent that with some enhanced rounds from this as well. Anyways, now that we're done in this area, we're going to grab this plug. Which you might remember the plug from the classic Resident Evil 2. But that was a Leon puzzle. Believe it or not, it's now a both Leon and Claire puzzle. Okay, so when a G-Beast is next to you, just shoot him while you're on the platform, and he'll drop down, and you can use that opportunity to run past him. If you're lucky, he's already over there making babies, and you'll never have to worry about him again. Anyways, we gotta go back to the item box, because we gotta grab all the ammo for this weapon now. Ordinarily, I do the G-skip, which I will do in a bonus video, so I'll make a hard save now. But anyways, grab all the ammo. I usually do the G-skip. Excuse me. But since I'm not doing that, we're gonna go ahead and do it the regular way. So just make your way back down. Am I in caution? No, I'm in lime fine, but not caution. Anyways, we're going to finish this area and get prepped for the next boss, and that's where we'll call it for this playthrough. Or not this playthrough, but this part. Make sure you get the machine gun out. Like I said, it's going to be essential. It's going to be the MVP of this area.
Okay. This place is
Excuse me.
creepy. Jesus. They're everywhere.
So shoot this guy, and then you're going to use the machine gun on his eyeball on his shoulder. Just like that. That one's taken care of. So you gotta break through the kind of layers. Once you burst the eyeball, they're dead. So... And they're very gracious to give you more ammo here. Again, as long as you focus on the eyeball, you should be okay. Like such. Hurrying along, we're gonna pull out the SLS, and we're just gonna shoot this fella right in the head. Grab these red herbs. And there's the spark shot, but like I said, we won't be picking it up in this playthrough. We grab this plug, which the first one we grabbed was the Rook plug. And this one was the Queen plug. And you're gonna put it over here. Real quick, go ahead and turn around, grab this blue herb, and mix them all together to make a triple whammy. In this compartment is the other plug we need to collect, the King plug. Grab the Queen plug, and we have all three that we need now. However, we have to, firstly, get the plugs in a way that we can leave. So put the king plug in this box, the queen plug in the other. Now we're going to go grab the queen plug and turn around and come back through here and grab the king. So now we can leave. And when I say that puzzle stumped me, oh boy, it stumped me. Oh no. There we go. And the G area has been conquered. Now we can just make our way up and get ready to fight the boss. I should have enough to beat him. I don't think I'll need the Magnum, but we'll bring it anyway. And yes, I still call it a Magnum. There is one more T-bar door we can use, but it's not that worth it, if you ask me. So, at least not to backtrack as Claire, anyway. Even as Leon, it's really not worth it. It's just a shortcut to the, or rather, not even a shortcut. It's just an alternative way to get to the G area. So, we're going to go ahead and grab all the plugs and examine all of them. Okay, so we have the rook, the queen, the king, the pawn, the knight, and the bishop. And you can read this, not this, not this. This, pretty sure the rook and knight are the same wall, and the bishop and queen aren't next to each other. The queen and rook were opposite of each other, too. So, the solution, if you don't want to deal with the riddle, is king, queen, pawn, bishop, rook, and knight. And with that, the door opens.
Alright, Sherry. On my way.
So now, all we gotta do is prep. No, I didn't want to put those away. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, so. With that being said, before we go facing this creature, we are going to call it here for this. Well, actually, yeah, we'll probably go ahead and call it here. Actually, yeah, okay. This has been Professor Zoomer. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.